173, and tonight we'll be running the second and final race this weekend. This is going to be the National Series race at Iowa. We'll be running the Circuit City 250 presented by Tamron. And tonight we got a star-studded field here tonight. We got two Cup Series drivers running their part-time schedules, with Bradley in the 11 car for College Racing, second race in the number 11 car. Had a decent race last week at Michigan, but didn't get the finish he deserved. And Smoke Z-Mog is going to be piloting the 61 car this weekend. It's going to be his first experience in National Series race since, believe since May, like Charlotte, somewhere around there. I can't remember the last time Smoke was in a National Series car, but it was in, somewhere in May, I know that. And I think it was like Charlotte, something like that. And we were supposed to have another Cup Series regular, that being Texas, subbing for GT Jones, who won the last two races in the National Series. He won Pocono by a big lead, and he ended up holding off Incog at last week in Michigan to get his first win, set back-to-back wins. Unfortunately, he won't be able to make it 3 in a row this weekend because he's not unable to attend Iowa. So at least Texas is going to be in some good equipment, being in a car that's won the last two races. So we're going to see how. Sorry about the blue screen. We're going to see how this race is going to unfold. Meanwhile, practice is about to be underway here in just about, I believe, a minute or two. Here we are. This is your lineup for tonight. Like I mentioned, we got Bradley in the 11. We got Nascar Man racing tonight in the 7. Got Predator racing in the 9. For both Virginia Motorsports. And Bradley's our Alliance teammate along with NASCAR Man Predator. Got Weasel currently the only Gibbs car in the field in the 18. We got the JD Motorsports cars, the Lion Guy in the 0, Steve Smith the 01, along with the team out of Northway in the 15. Got a third G Motorsports car out here with the one at Fire. Got Smoke Z-Mog in the 61, running his part-time schedule. Got Incog in the only Chip Ganassi car this weekend tonight in the 42. Got the only GMS car being Trainer in the 23, and those are the 11 drivers going to be trying to compete here tonight at Iowa. If y'all didn't tune in to the truck race last night, it was very calm for a truck series race. It was the first race that implemented a new rule where sub drivers, anyone subbing in the truck series, will not sub anymore, meaning the Cup drivers nor the National Series guys cannot sub for a truck series driver anymore, which started last night at Iowa and will continue on throughout the season. So kind of like last year, it's for the way that so that nobody can so the championship 4 won't be locked up like in July. And as they're working turn 2 already. There's Ed Fire on the 1 that wrecked. I believe Weasel in the 18 also wrecked. And maybe Steve Smith in the 01, I'm not so sure. But meanwhile, I was right on board with Predator, as I'm going to get this known fact down. It was the first race that the new rule was implemented, where the Cup and National Series guys cannot sub for a truck series driver. They can still run their part-time races if they implement a part-time schedule, but they cannot sub for a Cup nor can't sub for a truck series driver for the remainder of the season, because they don't want to have what happened last year, where the Championship 4 was locked up in July, and only one of the Championship 4 contenders, being me, showing up at the season finale at Homestead, and win the championship on lap 1. So, meanwhile, that new rule was implemented as Predator hits the welcome out of turn 4. Still looking for his first National Series win of the season. He got his first career win overall in the league last week at Texas, which was 2 races ago in the Truck Series. So last week at Texas for Predator, he got his first career win in the league. Trying to get that first National Series win and get those valuable 5 playoff points. Currently the points leader by, I would say, So, a little bit of a gap over GT Jones, but since GT is not going to be able to race tonight, Predator, excuse me, will be able to increase his points lead over his teammate in the 5 car, who actually won the last 2 races. He won last week in Michigan. He also won the race prior at Pocono. Unfortunately, he won't be able to make it 3 in a row tonight. But after this, the National Series is going to have an off week, and then they're going to go to Chicago. So, like the Cup Series having an off week this weekend, next weekend the National Series is going to have an off week, and the Truck Series will have an off weekend after Chicago, because the Truck Series won't race at Daytona. So, last night Bradley currently in the 11 car, right here, that green, white, and red. No, it's not red. Green, white, and yellow number 11 Chevy Camaro. Second time out in this car, new equipment. Didn't get the finish result last week in Michigan, but he's going to try back it up tonight, because last night he won the Truck Series race by a dominating fashion. He won the pole, he had the fast lap in practice, he won both stages, and he ended up eventually winning the race by 6 seconds over second place, which was Trey in the 16. So tonight we got two Cup Series regulars taking, you know, a break from the Cup Series schedule, coming up to Iowa and racing the National Series. Bradley, who's had an off week as well due to the Cup Series. He's a racing man, so he wants to keep on racing. That's right on board with him as he tries to be the only driver to sweep this weekend. Try to double down, win the truck race, and then the national race tonight. He was the man to beat last night. I wonder if he could be the same man tonight. But he's going to have a little tougher competition tonight. He's got Predator going to be in this race. He's got Smoke, who's also a Cup regular in this race. He's got Texas, who I believe will be racing tonight. And if he is, he's going to be a threat. So there's going to be there's a little more competition here in the national race tonight than the truck race last night. And about a couple minutes, we're going to get some pre-race interviews in, and then they're going to be starting qualifying here in a little bit. So I'm on board here with Incog in the 42, who came oh so close to getting his first career win last week in Michigan. He ended up finishing second, not only in stage 2, but also in the final results. He's going to try to make it one spot better here tonight, try and get number 1 and get punch his ticket to the playoffs. Rocking the yellow and black Chevy Camaro tonight. He's smoking the 61 and his part-time race. Like I say, it's been about a month since he's been in these cars, so maybe a little rust in that 61 car. Well, that car's been to victory lane at least twice this year. Once with Smoke at Auto Club, and once with Gray on Wheels at Bristol. So that car has shown some strength, whether it's been Gray on Wheels or Smoke behind the wheel. So Smoke could put a victory lane again tonight. Speaking of Smoke, here he is in that 61 Ford Mustang. We're gonna ride on board with Smoke here one more time. Coming through 3 and 4. This will be the final lap of practice. Let's ride on board here with Smoke as he begins his lap a little off the pace. There goes Incog in the 42 around him. He slides up the track. Smoke's gonna kiss the welcome mat too, and Weasel wrecked in front of him. And they wrecked on the back straightaway. Smoke's got a lot of damage. Well, at least practice, get this all out of the way. So we're gonna get some pre-race interviews in here. We're gonna get Smoke here in the first. We're gonna get Bradley here in the 11, who's gonna try to sweep the weekend. Let's get Bradley in here real quick. Well, someone ain't happy about getting interviewed. I'm pretty sure Bradley will accept the invite. I mean, he doesn't have to, but there he is.
Hello.
Hey, I heard you in the Discord chat about that.
You're right.
But
You're fine. I'm perfectly fine. If anything happens like it did last night, I'm okay.
Well, speaking of last night, you won the truck race last night, winning the pole, fast lap practice, winning both stages, and eventually the race. So do you think you can keep up the momentum into tonight?
Oh yeah. Predator gave me a little scare there at the beginning of the run. I wasn't expecting him to stick with me because when we practiced a little earlier in the week, he struggled going into the corners, but he was able to stick with me for a little bit. I think if Smoke doesn't get caught up in people's accidents or stuff like that, he'll be another one to deal with tonight. I haven't ran with Texas. I know he's supposed to be here tonight, and he could possibly be another one I have to deal with tonight.
Like you mentioned, Texas, Predator, and Smoke being threats to your win tonight. So this is your second ride in the second race in the 11 car this weekend, and any good luck, being a new ride. I mean, you didn't have a good finish last week in Michigan, so do you think you can turn that around tonight?
Yeah, I believe I can turn that around tonight. I believe I have a top 3 or 2 car all night, as long as I can stay out of trouble and make as very few mistakes as I possibly can. And I think I can turn that around and finish top 3, hopefully winning the race.
Okay, well, good luck to you tonight. Hopefully you can sweep the weekend and make it a relatively calm weekend since the Cup Series won't be at the track this weekend.
And cool.
Alright, we're going to get Smoke in here in the 61. This is going to be his first part-time race in a while. Get him in here now. Sorry for the loud noise, that's my brother. Looks like he's gonna make him some dinner. There's Smoke, how are you?
I'm good, how are you, man?
I'm doing pretty well. So this is your first National Series race in, I believe, a month or so. So any rust being get back into these National Series cars?
Yeah, just a little bit. Just trying to find the groove of this track. It's kind of difficult getting in a rhythm. And just trying to run up front on that and be there for the win.
Now, since the Cup Series on racing this weekend, do you think you can take more chances, so to speak, so you can try to get that win tonight?
Yeah, it depends on what the situation is, on how risky I would be, just with different pit call strategies and whatnot, so it'll just depend.
So I talked to Bradley just a minute ago, and he talked about some people that could be threatened to his win tonight. So do you have any people that will be likely to be threatened be a threat to you if you chance to try to win tonight?
I definitely think Bradley will be one of them to be up there and challenge me. Maybe with Predator too. Just a lot of different guys got talent. It'll just depend on what the situation's in, whether it's a few mileage or just straight up like a lot of good guys.
Well, good luck to you tonight. Hopefully you can get that win tonight, and well, keep that momentum going to the next week for the Cup race, which is going to be Sonoma.
All right. Thank you, man.
No problem.
All right, see you, man.
See ya. You're going to get one more interviewer in here. We're going to get Predator in here. I'm gonna get Predator in here. Let's see. Forgot what car he's driving for a second. There's Predator, how are you?
I am fantastic.
Sounds better than your attitude last night, I think.
You know, we talked to our teammate Bradley. Try to work with some stuff. Obviously, last night he dominated the truck series race, so just wanted to get some information. He's been helping me out, and you know, at the start there, it looked like start of practice we're running close to him. We compared lap times, and you know, I'm not that far off from him. I'm like maybe 0.00. 2 seconds off of him as of right now. You know, so it'll be very interesting to see how everybody plays out. Everybody's complaining about the seams, so if we can get away from that and stay up front, I think we have a chance.
Now I talked to Bradley and Smoke earlier, and they told me some people that could be threats to them winning this race tonight. Do you have any people that could be threats to you win tonight?
Well, first off, I want to know who they said.
Well, Smoke said you and Bradley. You and Bradley would be main contenders up there for the win. Bradley also said you and Smoke as well, and he also mentioned Texas having a chance to be up here tonight.
Oh, guys, stop it! Like, come on, seriously. God, yeah. I mean, I would say Smoke or Bradley. I mean, Bradley, obviously, he dominated last night here at Iowa. He did a phenomenal job. He did a phenomenal job last year at Iowa in the Truck Series and the Xfinity Series. Not quite sure about Texas. You know, we didn't really get to practice with him, run with him, so I can't really tell. But you know, as long as we can stay up there and stay in the top 3, top 4, stay out of trouble, I think anybody has a shot. It's just we've had bad luck on our side for some few weeks now. Granted, yes, I won at Texas, but you look at Pocono, dominated that race, won stage 2, led a crap ton of laps, and got blocked coming out of turn 2 by the 20 car, and then wrecked by the 21, and then going into Michigan, led a bunch of laps, nearly won a couple stages, and just had contention of winning it. 3 cars just didn't take tires and held us up, and then we got caught up in all the wrecks. So looking to stay out of wrecks, and like I told you last night, I just want to survive. That's what I want to do. I just want to survive.
Sounds like to me you're ready for that first National Series win. Like you mentioned, you got that win at Texas in the Truck Series. You're trying to get your first National Series win tonight at Iowa, and then you'll be ready to have that off break next week.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to having Saturday off, kind of having a break. So be very interesting, that's for sure.
Well, good luck to you tonight. Hopefully you can get the victory lane.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Yes, sir. Alright, that's gonna end for this. Like I mentioned, I do 3 parts of the live stream, so I don't know. But many drivers like Predator, for instance, already does like 1 or 2 parts. For me, I do 3. This is part 1 done. So I would thank y'all for coming, or at least showing up for this part of the stream. I'll catch y'all in just a second as I try to figure out how. There we go. Alright, sorry for the blue screen. I can promise you there's going to be a lot more blue screens on the horizon. So, see y'all in